Hello, I'm Julia. I'm from Burton-on-Trent in the East Midlands, and I'm a member of St Mark's Church. And we have been working towards Eco Church Awards. We're currently working towards our silver. And I heard about the Make COP26 count through Green Christian, and it seemed like a really good idea because we have come to the realization, as many people have, as to how urgent the climate crisis is, and it seemed very significant that with having COP26 in Britain, that we should do something or take some kind of practical action. I've never done anything political before, so the fact that we were told on the programme that we would get lots of support was very encouraging, and I like the fact that it was as well as political action, there was help with practical action and also spiritual. And so yes, that's why we came on board. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think so this is kind of a common theme with a lot of churches, is actually churches are starting to take a lot of practical action. There's an award scheme that Julia's just mentioned called Eco Church, which kind of helps churches assess the things that they can do on a practical basis. But actually it's political advocacy that churches often feel a little less sure about how to go about. I think it's a common thing that people aren't sure generally, or it takes a lot of energy. So actually providing some of that structure is really helpful. And one of the things that we do is not just treat the process as purely political engagement, but engage with on a monthly call basis as an opportunity for people who are taking action within churches to join in the process with other people as well, and also hear from people who are based around the world about the impacts of climate change for them. But thinking, I guess, specifically more around the political engagement side of things, Julia, I wonder if you could just talk a little bit about whether you've had kind of previous interactions with your MP, who's Kate Griffiths, prior to this programme, and what you felt before engaging with Kate as part of the programme.
Yes, I've had no engagement with Kate Griffiths, or indeed with any other politician before. So I was quite apprehensive about it, and as I said, I don't think I would have done it, or we as a church, because there isn't really anyone else in the church that's had political experience either. So without the programme and without the political training, I don't think we would have done it. Kate Griffiths is a backbench Tory MP in quite a safe seat, and she hadn't really before had any, although she made her maiden speech following the environment bit, she hadn't really been seen to be doing anything particularly green. So so I was very grateful for the support that we got from you, Rachel, in preparing some suitable questions. So
yeah, maybe we'll just give a bit of an outline about what that process was. So we had like a couple of political training sessions as part of the programme. You wrote a letter to Kate asking for a meeting, and then do you want to talk through a little bit about how we prepared for that meeting?
Yes, we, as well as the general political training, which was for everyone, you had an individual meeting with me and two of my colleagues from church, and you prepared us an outline agenda, which we were able to talk through with you, and were able to sort of pad out a bit with our own things, because we wanted to get Kate involved locally, as well as have her ask a couple of questions in Parliament. And we were quite pleased that she not only agreed to the meeting, she wanted to meet us live in our church, and she was. I was quite surprised at how receptive she was, and she was interested to hear what we had to say, and we were able to ask her to table a couple of questions. We focused, as you advised us, on transport, because Kate Griffiths is a project champion for our local industries, JCB, Toyota, and Rolls-Royce. So there's obviously a bit of a kind of tension there, if you like, between wanting to promote decarbonisation and her championing the transport industry. But actually, it was quite surprising in that she was very receptive to us asking questions about the bus strategy and the decarbonisation of buses, and also the transition to green energy in the car manufacturing. She also told us that JCB, their large yellow diggers, are going to be hydrogen powered in the future, which is very exciting. So she seemed really on board with the decarbonisation. So it was quite an enjoyable meeting, surprisingly.
Yeah, I think that is one of the things that there's so much build up to meetings with MPs, and then actually it's been really nice to like have done it and experienced it as so positive, and seen Kate's engagement with social media, with putting the photo on Facebook and that sort of thing. I wonder if you'd like to offer a bit of a reflection about anything that, how this has left you feeling about the potential to engage with politicians in future, whether you feel differently about it now that you've been through the process.
I do feel differently, because I suppose I didn't really have much of a clue before, but the preparation really helped, because to have something written, to know roughly how long your questions are going to take. Obviously you can't predict everything, because you don't know how your MP is going to, how long they're going to speak, and whether they're going to want to go off on a different subject. But you know, it has encouraged me. I would definitely do it again. Now that I've had the training and been through it once, and I would encourage anybody to give it a go as well, because you might, like me, be pleasantly surprised. I have to add as well that, as well as the two things we wanted to ask her, Kate also said that she was prepared to fight for more green spaces, tree planting, walking and cycling routes in our local area. So that was from her own agenda. So yeah, so it's all in all, it was quite positive, and I would definitely do it again.